are my fire. As much as I would want to put this version on one of my videos, I'd probably never get hired again. Let's put this away. What up, AFAM? Kitty here with the Tola Visuals. While I go search up some singing and musical lessons, I'm going to show you how I really go about choosing music for my videos. And be sure to stay to the end of the video because I'm going to show you a quick little camera hack on how I created this photo with no Photoshop. But first, let me show you some reasons and examples on my music choices so you can get an understanding what goes on up here. You can watch the full videos either up here or down below. I'm going to have links to all of them that I'm talking about today. For my Ronin S video, I wanted the feeling of power because I was comparing the Ronin S to the Acura NSX. I wanted something badass and hyphy. Roll the clip. Not only do I like to match the music to the products I review, but I also like to match music to movement. Here's a drone sequence. I chose a cinematic, angelic song when the drone is ascending. The high-pitched vocals come in when the drone is showing Strawberry Hills. I wanted the music to have the audience just pull in and feel weightless and appreciate the beauty of Golden Gate Park. The next one is pretty self-explanatory. It was around the same time last year. Hint, it's December. Since it was Christmas time, I shot a trip to City Hall to show off that Christmas tree that's inside. I wanted holiday music feels that wasn't your typical cheese. You know what I mean. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Enough singing! Anyways, I found a really good tune that had drums that fit the massiveness of the City Hall building. It had this tone of wonder and awe that worked really well when I was walking through it. Roll the clip. For my ocean conservation video, I wanted the audience to have different emotions to go through. First, it started off with good vibes. I wanted it to be warm and happy and tropical. It was an EDM sound that made me subtly dance in my chair while I was editing and watching it. Very travel vlog adventure feels for sure. I did a lot of sound design in this one, which I'll get to in a minute. It transitioned into a somber tone that really reminded me of some Tim Burton movies where he's notorious for combining darkness with empathy. I didn't want it to sound like those really sad commercials with those dogs in cages and the starving children. In order to inspire people, you have to get them to understand why it's important and why it affects them. I don't want them just clicking off because the video makes them too depressed to watch it. As cheesy as it sounds, I believe that we always have hope as long as there's empathy. I finished the video with happier tunes to get people really excited to want to help out the environment any way they could. You can watch the entire video after this one, but I'm gonna just play the first two tunes so you understand what I'm talking about. Is this what heaven on earth looks and feels like? It has a perfect balance of slow tranquility and crazy excitement. Everywhere you look, something beautiful makes you hope you're not just dreaming. So it hurts my heart when I see plastic washing up on its pristine shores. The reality of humanity sets in. A burning sense of sadness and anger fill my insides when I look up and see more down the beach. Sound design is as important as A-roll and the B-roll you put in your videos. For this last video, I had voiceover to create story and relatability with my audience, music of course, and I also added a bunch of sound effects to keep the environment alive. It feels more full and complete and definitely something more people, including myself, should spend more time doing. I know for myself, after I'd done editing on a bunch of clips, I just want to export it, be done, and call it a day. But even if you spend a little bit of extra effort on sound design, it'll change your video completely whether people actively notice it or not. Here's an example with and without sound effects. Doesn't matter if you've lived there for years or are visiting for the first time. You feel it. There's that beautiful magic. For me, it's the 85-degree warm hug, the calming sounds of water movement all around, not to mention the familiar sounds of roosters, like the ones in the Philippines that instantly transport me to my forever home there. When I'm not picking music based on any of the prior reasons for storytelling, I choose it based on my branding. My usually go-to is trap or beats, which gets this like badass vibe. It makes me hyped to just do the best that I can, and hopefully it makes you feel the same way. My favorite place to find music and sound effects without any copyright strikes is Epidemic Sound. I've been using them for over a year now, and I'm really excited that they're partnering with me on this video to help me teach you guys about how I choose my music. Not only do I use it on my own videos, but it's really easy for me to find music for my clients that fit their branding as well. It's so organized with its playlist, moods, movement, tempo that I can find a good 3 to 5 songs to test with my project. And it only takes me about 15 minutes to do so, and I can just continue on my edit like that. Download a few choices because the song you really love might not work out with your footage. A tip to find songs faster: when you're listening to one that you're really feeling the vibes for, go down to the Find Similar to get more like it. If you don't like a particular part of the song, you could download individual stems if you don't want to use certain things like the vocals or the drums, for example. If I'm organized, I'll pick music before I shoot so I know what footage to get, especially if you're doing in-camera transitions. It helps. If it's more run and gun and I don't know what the footage is going to turn out to be like, I could always find something that'll work with it. Let me know in the comments below what type of music you like to use for your videos and whether you like to choose music before you shoot or after. If you're ever wondering what songs I chose for my videos, they're always listed in the description. As promised, for sticking around to the end of the video, I'm going to show you the little camera hack on how to turn your lights into music notes without Photoshop. Take a piece of black construction paper, trace around the lens you want to shoot with. With an X-Acto knife, cut out a music note. It doesn't really have to be a music note, but we're just doing it for this purpose. And then cut out that circle. Find some lights to bokeh and have some fun. Add your favorite instrument to give your photo a subject. Thanks for hanging out with me. Don't forget to subscribe to see my upcoming tips on how to level up. You do you, fam, and I'll see you when I see you. Done. Roll clip. Cue the clip. Wow. Wow. Oh my Jesus. What? Come on, kitty. Don't forget to describe. Don't forget to describe. Okay.